that?
I did.
What rhythm are these drivers having? Where could I potentially fall in the bracket? Who am I going to go against? So it's a different approach now, and it's a different game plan that I think a lot of these teams and drivers are using to get through the event.
Yeah, I like the idea of kind of making it a little bit more simple when it comes to the notes and the development of the car and even things like suspension and other stuff. So take a look here. Alec Robbins on one, man.
Yeah, he's been on a heater all weekend. He's been coming. I mean, I know you guys have. I don't know if you guys have they seen a lot of this practice? Or is this?
No,
All right, so we're out here at FD Orlando. We're day 2. Practice is all done. We've got all of our practice runs in. Everything's been going really well. The car is feeling super good. Suspension-wise and setup-wise, we kind of nailed it right off the bat. I was a little worried about it. A few different changes that we made coming into the round, but they've all been working super well. We've been fighting with some overheating issues, and that's really about it. It's been getting warm after every lap and just trying to keep the car cool and changing some stuff in the cooling system and just trying to get it cooled off before the next round has been the biggest thing. So that's kind of been playing in my mind a little bit, but out on track, the car feels amazing. The tires are lasting 2 laps. We turned the power down slightly. We went from, at the first couple of rounds this year, we were at like 22, 23 PSI. We went back down to 19. So the car's making a little bit less power, but it's making plenty to move itself around the track. So super happy with it. We got Manawa in top 32, so that'll be coming up here shortly, and we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Here we go. Robbins. Supercharged Koenig wheels, Nissan Z, and Manoa. There it is. That's what we're talking about. Is the sim coming into play, the practice, the Kenda tires, ripping out front. Alec Robbins, Manoa. These guys taking out these inside clips. Look at Manoa. Right there, Robbins. Good line. Cannot shake Manoa, the young buck.
yeah.
Wow, that was, again, you can't have a good chase run unless you have a good lead run. Robbins put the car in the right spot, but Manoa,
Robbins
what great expertise.
yeah, he's just getting aggressive, and it's good. And Manoa, being right-hand drive here, is actually having to look across the car during that first outside zone. They transition out. Now Manoa's on the right side, able to really gauge distance. Now, Robbins starts to push really wide here. You can see 1, maybe 2 tires off there for a fraction of time, but very aggressive. Super smooth from Robbins, who now has gotten a bunch of issues out of the way, something they've been fighting for a little bit. They've got solved. I don't want to get into it too much, but you can now see how consistent he is. But Manoa, a driver who also has never driven on a bank until this weekend, looks like he's basically grew up circle track racing with how aggressive he's gotten. So, wow, really good run from both drivers, and it's buttering us up.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Manoa out front. Ijugu Racing. 86, and Robbins dives in, but Manoa sticks it to the wall. I mean, dialed. He does hang it out there. He hits the you can see the outside zone indicator. He does tap that. Does tap, he takes it out. And Manoa, look at the, I mean, he's a veteran. I mean, he absolutely delivered.
Oh, man.
Manoa, the young buck, coming from Japan. Yep, he's here.
It's so inspiring to see drivers like this. Big, like Japanese flick, very traditional entry into the course, and Alec Robbins has to push wide to accommodate for it. Able to get back into the pocket, and then right here at the transition point, this is when Manoa just absolutely takes off. Picks up so much speed, and Alec washes really far wide, basks in the smoke for the rest of the run, and at that point, there's not much that he can do. But as you said, Manoa just playing so above his years. That sim practice,
Well said.
you can't deny that sim isn't producing this. Yeah,
Absolutely. Sim Magic, Sim Racing, whatever your setup. But I referenced Sim Magic, the official racing simulator of Formula Drift. But wow. And it's supposedly like thousands of hours.
All right, so that's a wrap for Orlando. We made a quick exit in top 32, unfortunately. Had a heater of a lead run, threw it down, rode the wall, hit the zones really well. The car was feeling amazing. It's never felt this good on this track. I was able to put it exactly where it needed to be everywhere. And then on my chase run, I made a mistake and kind of misjudged the initiation. Dove way down the bank on him, and then I was able to get back up, but from that point on, my line kind of suffered, and I wasn't able to keep proximity with them. Yeah, so it is what it is. Had a great weekend though. We had like really good practice laps all weekend, really consistent. It's a bummer it fell apart when it did, but we know the capabilities of the car, and we know it's super competitive. We were super fast all weekend. I was putting it on everyone's door, and it just didn't happen when it mattered. So yeah, but really looking forward to the next round in New Jersey. We'll hopefully get a little bit of testing in later this week up there and get things dialed. But yeah, these tires are killing it out here. The car is super fast and super drivable, and it's just everything's working really well. So hopefully the results are soon to come. So we'll see you guys in New Jersey.